Hey everyone, welcome to the May edition of the Buy It Now auction. What is a Buy It Now auction? Well, once a month, what I do is I put up a few items up for bid. Okay, I've scoured eBay, coin shops, coin shows, and found some really good deals on stuff that, frankly, I already have. But it was such a good deal I couldn't pass it up, so I picked it up so that I could pass it on to you guys. How does it work? Well, what are the rules for this? First and foremost, this is open to anybody in the U.S. and Canada. Sorry if you're outside of the U.S. and Canada. I have to cut my costs somehow. I've had people asking me, "Oh, well, if I pay extra, can I do this? I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. This can get to be a very tedious task, but I enjoy doing this for you guys. So sorry, it's only U.S. and Canada. The second part about this is it also includes free shipping. Whatever you bid is what you pay. Okay. So how do we bid? How do we do all this stuff? And what are the rules? Well, I'm going to put up an item. And with that item, I will tell you about it. I will show it to you front and back. You can pause the video and take a close look. You should be able to zoom in. They're going to be shown so that you know exactly what you are bidding on. I will put up an opening bid. Now, in order to bid, all you have to do is leave a comment down below, put the number of the item, and put your bid. Do not reply to other bids, okay? Leave your own comment. When you reply, it makes it that much difficult for me. It makes it that much difficult for anybody else that's trying to do it. So please do not put your bid in as a reply. Put it in as a comment. If you are bidding and you see replies to other comments, please check those replies just to make sure it's not a bid. I can say this 100 different times. Someone is always going to end up doing it as a reply, and someone is always going to say, I didn't see the reply. I could make it a hard, fast rule, but if someone just didn't understand what I was talking about, I don't want to penalize that person since they actually did put in the bid. So that's how that works. Leave your bid as a comment, okay? This auction will be open until the following Monday. I post this Tuesday at 9 a.m. And by the way, that's when all my auctions start. The second Tuesday of the month, they're posted at 9 a.m. And bidding is open until Monday night at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. At midnight Monday/Tuesday, that's when I go through and I verify if anybody else has bids. Then I will figure out who the winner is. At that point, I reply and will send the information. Now, that's the first half of it. The second half of it is the Buy It Now portion. Like I said, I will put up an item for bid, and you can place bids and check frequently to see if you were outbid. But if you just have to have that particular item, I will also put a Buy It Now price. So that way you don't have to wait the week. Yes, it's going to be higher than the bids, but you will be guaranteed to get that note if you are the first person to put down Buy It Now. I've had a high percentage of stuff going for Buy It Now. I mean, it seems that 3 or 4 items every week go for Buy It Now, and only 1 or 2 seem to be going for the auction price. That's good. That means that people are getting the stuff that they want and they're willing to pay for it. And, well, that's kind of what the hobby is all about, getting the stuff that you really want in your collection. Okay, so once again, let's just go through that. Open only to US and Canada. To place a bid, leave a comment with the item number and your bid. Double check to make sure that no one has outbid you. Look in frequently. Do not put it in as a reply. If there are replies, please check those. The Buy It Now price, once again, the first person to put in a Buy It Now for any particular item will get it for that price. All right, I think that covers all the rules. How do you pay? Well, and once again, shipping, I am taking care of shipping. So how do you pay? I prefer PayPal or Cash App. I can do a regular check. If you've got other ways that you want to pay, contact me and we will figure it out from there. Once you are declared a winner, I will then reply to your winning bid, and you can send me an email with all your shipping info. I usually do not do a follow-up video on these to explain who got what and for what price, but all you have to do is go through the video and look, because once the auction is done, you can see who I said was the winners. All right, so what do I have this week? Item number 1 is a group. I decided to put together a group of smaller stuff just to see if anybody was interested. What I've got here is a 1953 Red Seal $2 note. You can see the Red Seal here does have a hard crease here, but overall the note's in decent shape. Little dirty here. You can see on the back, here's that crease there. It's got a lighter crease right over here, it looks like. And there's probably going to be a little bit over here. So yeah, it's not crisp uncirculated, but it's decent, and it does have decent eye appeal as well. This is a 1953 Red Seal. And this is the 1928. This one is Series F. So the difference between these two, obviously this is the first series, 1928 series. And then in the 53 and 63, they moved the seal to the other side, as you can see, and they made the word 2 smaller. And yeah, you can see the seal is also really big compared to how small this one is. And the backs are the same. If I remember correctly, yes, the backs on these are the same. So you can see them there. And once again, this one was the 53. I showed that pretty well. This is the 1928. This one's seen a little bit. It's got a little bit of circulation to it. Overall, still a decent note, but yeah, definitely a circulated note. Let's just go through the back of this one as well. For some reason, the backs of the notes tend to show a lot more than the fronts do. So I want to make sure you guys have a good view on that one. So that is the 1928F. But wait, there's more, because we're also going to throw in the 2 $5 Red Seals. This one is a 1963 Red Seal. And this one does say "In God We Trust" on it. 1963, you can see right there, 63 Red Seal. Once again, it has seen a little bit of circulation. It's not crisp uncirculated, but you know, still a decent note. Showing everything on the back once again. And if you're going to have the 63, well, let's also do the 28 as well. This one here is series of 1928. Once again, this one has seen a little bit of stuff. The 1928 version, we'll zoom in on this one real quick, just so you can see everything here. Yeah, definitely not a crisp uncirculated note. This one is definitely circulated. Taking a look at the back, the lighting makes this one look a little brighter. It is a little on the dark side. When you compare the two, you can see how this one is much darker than this one here. All right, so I've got all 4 of these Red Seals. The 2 different $2 Red Seals, the 2 different $5 Red Seals. You get the whole set of Red Seals. And this one, let's see, we're going to start the bids out at $30 with a $1 increment. You get all these notes for 30 bucks. And if you want to buy it now, $55, you take them all, and that includes shipping. So that's what we're doing on lot number 1, the lot of Red Seals. 30 on the bids, $1 increments, minimum increments, I should say. 30 on the bid, 55 on the buy it now. That's item number 1. Item number 2. Here is a 1935 $1 silver certificate. This is emergency currency from World War II. This is a North Africa note. North Africa emergency currency. This one, you can see right here, does have a crease there. It's got a light crease going this way as well. I don't know if that shows up better on the back or not, but yeah, there is a light crease there. This one's heavier. Take a quick look at the back here, just to show. Is that? I just want to make sure. It does have a tear there. That's what I wanted to make sure. There is a little tear. So trying not to hide anything, trying to be upfront with everything on this note. So yeah, you can spot that little tear right there. The rest of the note is pretty good. It does have a light crease there as well. And it does have a little bit of dirt from handling. Take a look at the back of the note. Pretty good shape overall. And the 1935A North African note, this one is FR 2306. 45 to $80 is the price in the book on this one, and that's pretty much what I'm going with. Starting bid on this is going to be $45, and the buy it now price for this one is only going to be $75. So 45, $1 increments, 75 is the buy it now, and it is yours. That is number 2. Number 3. Number 3 is, this is from 1974. 1974, you can see right there. And what's special about this? Well, here, let me pull this out of here, and we will take a real close look at what it is. There we go. Got it. 1974 $1 bill. And you can see the condition on this is, it's crisp to the touch. It's not perfect, but it is crisp to the touch. I do find it interesting that even as a 74, it does have wet ink transfer that we still see nowadays. But that's not what makes this note special. As much as a lot of people want to make a lot of hype about that, no, that's not an ink smear. That is an ink smear. Okay. When you see this on a note, now you're talking a genuine ink smear. Yeah, that's a big whoops. This, that's nothing. This is what you're looking for with an ink smear. So take all of these and spend them. Look for this. This is an ink smear. This is a genuine ink smear. This is what you're looking for when it comes to ink smears. So please don't listen to people that talk about slight over inking stuff. You'll see people that have just a minor little bit of ink on the top here, like this really thinned out stuff, and they're going to want thousands of dollars. No, this is what you're looking for, and this is not worth thousands of dollars. It is a genuine ink smear, though, and because it's a genuine ink smear, on this particular note, we're going to start the bidding out at $60. And if you want to buy it now, this one is going to be $95 on the buy it now. So 60 with $1 increments and 95 on the buy it now for the 1974 genuine ink smear. That is number 3. Number 4, I have a fractional. Here is my fractional. This particular one is a 50-cent fractional. This one is it's a 4th issue 50-cent fractional featuring Stanton. They only made one, so this is the only version that you can have. This is the 50-cent fractional that replaced the one that Lincoln was on. For those of you who don't know, Stanton was Lincoln's Secretary of War. And the fourth series was done from 1869 to 1875. The book puts these at $75 to $100 or so. You can see there is a little nick here, and you can see right here it does have a hole right above Spinner's signature. You can see that little bit of damage there. Looking at the back, once again, you can see the hole right over here. Little bit of rust, it looks like, that's on this note, but overall, pretty cool note. The 1869 Stanton, by the way, Stanton has the coolest beard ever featured on currency. The Stanton note, 50-cent fractional. The book on it is 75 to 110, 75 in VG8, 110 if you are talking about a 20. And for those of you who have been to shows lately, well, you know what it's like trying to get notes at book value. Anyway, this note, we're going to start the bidding off at this one at $75, and the buy it now will be $100. So 75, $1 increments, buy it now price will be $100. So still under that 110. Yeah, so that's that one there. That one is number 4. Number 5 this week. I thought this one was pretty cool. You guys can make of it what you will. I was just fascinated by it, and since I have 2 of them, I decided, well, I can sell one. This is the series of 1929 American Banknote Company Specimen note. Very fascinating note. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing started printing notes. The original notes were printed back in 1862 by the American Banknote Company out of New York, if I recall. And they kind of lost the contract to the BEP. BEP decided they were going to print their own stuff. When the BEP switched to the small size note, that's when the American Banknote Company stepped in and said, hey, let's show you, we want to show you what we can do. And they printed out these specimen notes here, $10 specimen notes from the American Banknote Company. Now, this note is crisp. It does have these two roller marks. There is a black ink roller mark here and a green ink roller mark here. That is from the note going through the press while the ink was still wet. And the roller mark is on both sides of the note. Very cool note. If you take it out of here and touch it with your fingers, you can feel all of this. It's very sharp ink to the touch. So yeah, I believe that's the intaglio printing process, where they're actually forcing the paper into the plate, thus giving it the raised feel on the ink like that. But yeah, very high detailed specimen note. And I've seen these going graded for, upwards of $300 or so. Mine isn't graded. I didn't pay anywhere near that for these. For this particular specimen note, we're going to start it out at $90. $90, and we're going to do $5 increments on this one. And if you want to buy it now, you can have it for $125. So $90 for the bids, $5 increments, $125 is the buy it now price. I think they're cool. It's not very often you get a chance at a specimen note like this. So I was able to pick up one for myself, and when I spotted another one at a decent price, I figured, what the heck? So yeah, your opportunity here to get a specimen note from the American Banknote Company from 1929. That one is number 5 for this week's auction. But wait, we're going to go with one more. That's right. You guys have probably been waiting for this particular one. Some of you heard that this note might come up for bid. Number 6 this week. I know normally I do 5, but I decided we were going to do 6. I wanted to make sure to put something out there for people who didn't necessarily want to spend hundreds of dollars on notes, but still wanted to add to their collection. This is number 6. Number 6, I have my Obsolete $2 bill. This is from the State Bank of Michigan, specifically from Detroit. This is the weird denomination bill. It says it's a $2 bill. When you try to read what it says here, it talks about how big of a cut you make in the bill to change the value if you cut it in half. I mean, you can see right here, it says $2, and then there's a line, and it says 1/2. And then patent applied for is what it says there. Now, this is a remainder note. In fact, I think all of these are remainder notes. I don't think these ever went to circulation. Beautiful, beautiful note. Look at the engraving here of the Indian hunting the bison. Just really cool. And you can see down there on the bottom, American Banknote Company is who printed this note. So they knew what they were doing back then. Just a cool, cool, cool note. Now, the condition of this note is really nice. I didn't see any creases or folds in there. What I do see, though, is I see a little bit of tape mark here. That's what I see. This might be a little bit of pencil here. Or that might just be, no, that's definitely a little bit of pencil right there. And it's got the tape mark on this side. So somebody had this taped up for display. That is the only thing wrong with this note. One of the most spectacular obsolete notes that you're going to find. I was able to get one of these that was graded, so I am letting go of my ungraded one. The ungraded one, we are going to go, this one's a little more expensive. This is a high demand note and a higher price note in pretty decent condition. We're going to start the bidding on this one at $200. We're going to do $5 increments, and the buy it now price on this particular note is going to be $250. So $200 for the bids, $5 increments, and $250 for buy it now. If you want this one is number 6. So yeah, we've got 6 notes this week. Make sure in your bids you put down the proper number. Make sure you put down how much you want to bid. Also, if you're bidding on multiple things, keep that in mind. Check to see if other people are bidding on multiple items as well. It does happen. I do my best to read everyone. I don't think I've missed a single bid yet. So far, so good. Good luck on the bidding. Check back often. Guys, enjoy the auction, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.